I'm going to explain how to use sum if, average if, and count if. These are formulas to either sum, average, or count items on a spreadsheet, like the one we have here, if you have a criteria that you only want to do one of those three things, average, count, or sum. So let's say I wanted to sum 59.55, the cost that 59.55 all these have, but I only want to do the ones for 59.55, or I wanted to count how many those were or average them, and I'm going to do it on a different page. You can do it on the same page as long as you have an empty cell to do it, but we're going to do it on a different page, sheet 3. And so I'm going to show you how to do that. So if you go to page 3, or sheet 3, and then we can say total, average, count. And then next to total, we would do sum, if, open parentheses, and then you're going to need the range. And the range is on sheet 1. And you're going to want to do a count. That's the first thing that you're going to count. And then the second thing, and that would be the line item cost. And then you comma, and then it says here it wants the criteria. So you come back over to sheet 3, and let's say we're going to do B2 as the criteria. That is going to be the input, so that so it's going to basically be the account number. You're going to type it in there, and then you're wanting the output to be in B3. So then you hit comma, and then the sum range. This is what you actually want the output to be. So you go back to sheet 1, and you click here, sheet C column. And then you're going to close parentheses, and you're going to hit enter. And then it's going to get 0. So up here, you're going to want to put the 59.55. And now it totals it. So there is $9,650 worth of cost for the account number 59.55. So we can do that again with average, if, and then we do the range, as it says here, and that will be these two items. And then you do comma, and the criteria again is the input, and then comma, and then the average range. This is the range that you want to average, and that's going to be the cost. And then you close your parentheses, hit enter, and then there's the average. And then you can do count, and count's easier because you only need to count one column. So you do count, if, and then so you go get your range, which is only going to be the accounts, and then you get your criteria, and then you close the parentheses and hit enter. And then you can make these $2, and that is how you get to summarize this input. So let's say you wanted to come over here and do 6027. So now you can go 627, and it will change. You might have to adjust that column size, and that changes. And then you could do that with 6450, and it changes. So that really can help you with your summarizing your spreadsheet. So I hope that helps.